we're gonna move on to the favorite pitching match that I wanted to watch last week was on Friday. Was Blake Snell against Jordan Montgomery. So Jordan Montgomery had his debut with the Diamondbacks, and Blake Snell has been off to a little bit of a rocky start. He has pitched 11 and 2/3 innings with an 11.5 ERA.
Yeah.
So his first couple starts haven't been that good, which you kind of expect, right? Kind of an abbreviated spring training, kind of
because
thrown right in there.
most guys went to spring training and actually got some innings under their belt.
Yep. And he actually looked sharp the first few innings and then kind of fell apart in the fifth, typical Blake Snell outing there. But Jordan Montgomery, man, this guy actually talked after the post game and he goes, you know what? That extra month of me going through my program actually helped me out a lot. And which is interesting to hear because, with these players signing later and later in spring training, you wonder if this is a trend we might see. But Jordan Montgomery went 6 innings and looked absolutely dominant. This is great news for that Arizona Diamondbacks pitching staff that's only getting deeper. And then if Eddie Rodriguez comes back and gives them anything, that rotation could easily be one of the best in baseball, if it isn't already.
They're good.
And they shellacked the Giants 17-1 in that game. So
the Diamondbacks need to get some luck too. They've had some seriously tough luck so far.
Yeah, but Blaze Alexander, if you guys have not seen this kid play yet, he is NL Rookie of the Year candidate for them. He's playing shortstop for them right now with Perdomo out. This kid went off that game. He had a grand slam double. Like, he is a really good baseball player. He hit his way onto the team in spring training, hit like 400. And Lavula was like, I can't send this kid back to the minors. I just can't. And he's been tearing it up. So, but
the Arizona Diamondbacks, Nick, have scored the most runs in baseball. They've got a plus 28 run differential. Their expected win-loss is 14-9, which put them at first in the West. They're 11-12.
Yeah, it's been tough.
They've lost some tough ones.
Yeah, the Braves.
Ooh, that might be a high stick.
The Braves series was a little tough for them, but it will all even out in the wash. I think the Diamondbacks are fine.
No goal. Sorry, boys. That's a no goal.
Diamondbacks will be fine.
Diamondbacks will be fine. Over the course of a season, man, like the luck is the water finds its level, right? I mean, we say it. I say it all the time. And this is a team that's too good. Offensively, the amount of runs that they've scored, they're going to be fine.
I
really they're going to be fine. And I think what's helping them right now is nobody, Dodgers included, is running away with that division.
Right.
So they are like, if you as a Diamondbacks fan, we're looking at this going, okay, we're towards the end of April. We are under 500, but we're within a handful of games.
Yeah, we're a game and a half back.
Yeah, we haven't played really consistent, like team-focused baseball. Like, you got to be looking at that being like, all right, season hasn't even started yet. Like, we'll be fine. Because myself, I thought the Dodgers were going to run away with this division from the start, and they really haven't. So, that's got to be a good thing if you're a Diamondbacks fan.
If you want to watch the Diamondbacks score, just turn on the first inning, and then you can go to bed because they put up serious runs in the first inning.
They do.
It is crazy. Ketel Marte is on a bender. He had like 3-4 hit games last week. This dude is he's a blast to watch. He's one of my favorite players right now. He is incredible. But I mean, that lineup is no joke either. So they're going to be continuing to, fun to watch for me. They're must-see TV for me every night. But another surprising start out of our Boston Red Sox. Cutter Crawford right now, through 5 starts, has a .66 ERA. And don't look now, but the Red Sox are leading the league in team ERA. And we were sitting here in March being like, what the hell is this team going to do with starting pitching?
Well, we were, but we can play the tape back. I'm pretty sure Sean said, I like this Andrew Bailey guy, and I think Andrew Bailey is going to do some good things with the staff. Now it's early. We're on April 22nd here. But this looks night and day. It looks like we have an actual pitching coach. Like someone that can actually help prepare these guys for how they're going to attack lineups, not just one time through, but the second or third time through the order. I mean, that was the biggest issue I had with the Red Sox the past 2 years. It's like guys like Houck, guys like Bayo would look awesome through the first 9, and then like they couldn't get the second time of the lineup through. And it's like, well, that's a problem with our planning.
Right.
You know, and I think they have a legitimate pitching coach now that is helping these guys prepare. I think, you know, and he's been harping on it all since spring training, the best pitch in baseball, strike one, right? We got to get ahead of these guys. We have to be able to, you know, utilize the stuff that we have by putting these guys in uncomfortable at bats, uncomfortable counts. And the Sox pitching, particularly the starters, I think have been doing an unreal job of getting strike one and just staying ahead in counts. And it's showing.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, Tanner Houck throws a 3-hitter against the Guardians. It was the fastest game, an hour and 49 minutes. Yeah,
I would have been pissed if I was at that game.
Right.
Right.
Hour and 49 minutes. It's the fastest game since Galarraga's perfect game in Detroit, or near perfect game. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Like you said, it is early, but I haven't seen the Red Sox pitch like this in quite some time. Like you said, their whole approach, the off-speed pitches, we've thrown a lot more off-speed, you know, at the beginning of this year than I remember seeing in the last few years, for sure.
Yeah, well, strike one doesn't mean it has to be a fastball.
Right.
You know, and it's that's kind of this new kind of injection that the staff seems to be getting, is like, it's very much okay to be mixing up pitches, but it's got to be a strike.
Right. Yeah.
We got to make sure we're throwing it for strikes. And they are. They're doing a great job. And I feel bad for the guys. I mean, they battle and they grind. I mean, talk about unlucky. You said the Diamondbacks have been unlucky. My goodness gracious, with the injuries in the Red Sox. You know,
look at that lineup. That lineup they rolled out against the Pirates with Pablo Reyes playing first, and like poor Rafael has played every position but pitcher, and it's like they just can't keep anybody on the field. Cassis goes down on the IL with a rib contusion, fracture.
We thought the Red Sox would hit and not pitch. Turns out they can pitch, but they can't hit. And then last year the bullpen was good and the starters were bad. This year the starters are good, the bullpen's bad. I mean, you know, they're 8 for 14 in save opportunities. I mean, that's not good. Like, that's just not good.
Not great.
Like the problem is the Red Sox, they finally fix one problem and then they have 2 more get created along the way, and here they are 13-10, and boy, have the Pittsburgh Pirates come back to reality. But I mean, will the Red Sox pitching do this all year? Probably not. But holy cow, it's a good start. Yep, now, if they could just get some runs and hold the lead.
Well, I mean, to sit there and say that the Red Sox can pitch and they can't hit. I mean, they've scored more runs than the Yankees this year. Red Sox right now have 103 runs scored, and the Yankees have 100.
Yep.
So, I mean, we're getting guys on. They're hitting.
They just come in bunches.
It's just, right. It's coming in, which, you know, is going to happen. But they can hit. With all the injuries and all, you know, O'Neill missing time and Rafi missing some games here and there. And this, you know, hopefully he's coming back. What are they saying? This week, I think Cora had said, right? So, I mean, that hopefully is not too long. I mean, they're still putting guys on. They're still putting guys across the plate. It's the bullpen. It's the bullpen. I mean, this team's right up there with Baltimore to challenge for the division right now if they don't have so many blown saves. Yep. They're taking leads into the late innings.
Oh, yeah, they are.